Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Nitecore Digicharger D4 that I got from GearBest. GearBest was kind enough to send me this for review, and what you are looking at here is the box that the world's smartest charger comes in. This can take care of just about every rechargeable battery you have, with the exception of those 9-volt batteries and the D cell batteries, because they're kind of too big to get into these compartments. So let's go ahead and take a close look. Let's go ahead and give the box a walk around. You could go ahead and freeze the video at any time if you want to read some of this information. There's a lot on here. Let's take a look at what you get inside the box. You get a power cord. Now this is the one for the EU version. They sell both the EU version or the US version, where you get a US style plug. So depending on which one you order, you get one or the other for these plugs. You get some worldwide warranty information and your instruction manual. And of course, you get your charger. Now, like I said, it's going to come with one or two of these power cords depending on what you choose. I went ahead and provided a link below where you could purchase this from GearBest for 25 bucks. That's it, 25 bucks. And prepare to be amazed. So, you just plug whichever one you ordered, one of these, I'm going to use the US one, into the power outlet or socket right here, and then you plug the other one into your outlet. You get a nice long power cord. You can take a look there. It's identifying itself as model D4. On the side here you have two buttons. You have the slot select button, which you can cycle through the 4 different slots and it will give you the information, or your mode select, and we'll go ahead and try those out here shortly. You also have a 12-volt input right here. That's really it as far as sockets. Just that this socket here, again, you can plug in the EU or the US style, because it can handle input wise 100 to 200 volt AC as well as 12 volt DC. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this could handle just about every kind of battery. You have your IMR lithium ion batteries, your NiCads, your nickel metal hydride, and this LiPo4, PO4, I didn't even know what that was. That's lithium iron phosphate. I didn't even know there was a such thing as a battery like that. So other important things is it's made out of fire retardant material, so it's not prone to bursting into flames. Has a lot of circuitry, a lot of protection built into this to prevent prevent issues with heat, prevent issues with providing too much power that your battery can handle, because it figures it all out. You put the battery in, it figures out exactly what it needs to give that battery, so it charges it as safely as possible. So it has intelligent circuitry built into it. Now I just happen to have quite a few different type of batteries right here. I have a IMR eFest battery here. You can pop it in and you can see what happens. Now you can see that it identified it correctly as a lithium ion battery. I'm going to go ahead and just zoom in on this display a little bit. You know, I didn't take the little plastic protective covering off of this screen, so let's go ahead and do that so we have a better display to look at. You could barely tell it's on there. There we go. Now we got a nice clean display to look at. It's also very glossy, so I got to try not to get too much glare. So you can see how many milliamps it's applying, the time for it that it's going to charge, and that time, let me go ahead and cycle through the mode. So you can manually cycle through and not wait for it to cycle through by hitting that mode button. So this battery's already up to 4.2 volts, so it's just about charged, and it's only applied 62 milliamps so far. It's been charging for 1 minute. Excuse me. You can see how the milliamp hours went up. Charging mode, you can see it says CV. This has several different modes. It has CC, CV, and DVDT. Now CV is constant voltage. It also can do constant current. And then that DVDT is like a voltage spike detection. So it's another safety feature that this has. Also, when the battery is fully charged, it will automatically stop charging. You can see right there. It's all fully charged, so it will stop applying current, and you don't have to worry about it. Although I wouldn't leave this unattended. Not a good idea. Let's go ahead and pop in a 18350 battery just to show you that it can handle that. Of course, I already got a fingerprint on there, and I got a bigger fingerprint. For the love of Pete. I don't know, Peter, Paul, and Mary. Alright, so we can see here that it is charging mode constant current. CC identified it properly as a lithium ion battery, and it's 750 milliamps, 3.68 volts, so this has a little ways to go. It'll probably get up to about 4.2 volts before it's fully charged. So this is pretty depleted, so it's going to be going for a while. Now it's nice to know that time right there, because once it's fully charged, then you know what to expect the next time. For the 18650 batteries from 0 to full, probably about 3 hours. Now this charger is also optimized for lower capacity batteries, such as this rechargeable AA and AAA battery, but you do have to remember to do one thing, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go ahead and put this AA battery in, rechargeable AA battery, and let it identify it. You can see it says nickel metal hydride or nickel cadmium, so it knows what to give this battery safely. And you could also see that it went to the DV/DT mode to protect it. Now for these low capacity batteries, you have to put this in a special low mode. So you go to your mode button, make sure you have the correct slot selected. Again, you could cycle through your slots and you can see the little triangle show up. Then you press and hold the mode select button for a second, and then you see it says low. Might be a little hard to see. I will zoom in real quick and let it focus. So you can see how it says low. So now it will safely charge one of these lower capacity batteries. I also had this tiny little AAA rechargeable battery. We're going to do the same thing with that one. Takes a moment for it to recognize it. Okay, this it went to the same type of mode. It identified the battery correctly, the chemistry. We'll just go ahead and put it in the low mode. Press and hold the mode button for a second. It says low. We're good to go. And you can see how it's charging. It's handling each battery individually. You can figure everything out other than that below 750 milliamp hour capacity kind of thing, where you have to go ahead and put it in the low mode is what the instructions tell you to do. So handles 4 batteries, charges them independently, figures out everything else. Very safe. Intelligent circuitry detects the battery chemistry, figures out what mode to apply, and it takes care of everything for you. When the battery is fully charged, it automatically detects it. And like, I could go ahead and hit the slot button, go to this one right here. It says charging finish right there. Right there, see? So it knows that it's finished. And again, we could go to the other ones, hitting that mode button. Features: reverse polarity protection, overcharge protection, temperature monitoring. So if it starts getting hot, it will go ahead and cut it off. It's not going to just catch on fire and burn your house down. Lots of smart circuitry, some of the smartest circuitry in a charger you could buy for 25 bucks. for $25. Also, you could see sort of how bright this LED could be. I mean, I have a lot of light in this room right now, but it gives you the ability to turn this display off. So if you have it in your bedroom and it's really dark, and then this is throwing off a lot of light, you could actually dim that display. And I'm gonna have to look. I think it's press and hold the slot button. There we go. And you can see how the light went out. And now I'll press and hold the slot button again, and the light comes on. It's the only charger that I own that does that. All the other ones, the light is what the light is, and if it lights up your room, oh well. And it's never a good idea just to throw a blanket over it to dim it, or put a paper over it, because these do throw off some heat. So you don't want to, you want to put this on a safe surface when you're charging, and you don't want to cover it up. That's not a smart thing to do. This is going to be my go-to charger now. It's going to replace the Opus that I have, and the reason why I'm replacing this, or replacing the Opus with this, is because number one, this doesn't have a fan in it. If it doesn't, it uses electronics to control heat. That one uses a fan, and the Opus starts making noise, which could be annoying. And the other thing is the Opus has a power brick on the end of the plug, and the Nitecore just has a power cord, even the EU style, just the plug, so you don't have a big brick taking up your socket. I love that. So I actually put this above. I mean, there is some give and take. The Opus can discharge and cycle a battery. This doesn't do that. So there is a little give and take there, but I've never done that. So this is exactly what I need, and it's the most convenient. And by the way, the cord is very, very long too, so pretty cool. I really recommend it. GearBest. Actually, it's less than $25. It's $24.98 with free shipping. Now, it does ship from China, so it's going to take a little time. Sometimes, depending on Chinese holidays and aircraft and shipping and all the things that an aircraft can encounter going around the world, it could take a month and a half, depending on where you are in the world. But it's going from China, so you got to understand that. But it's worth it. It's definitely worth the wait. I love mine. It's my go-to charger now. Can handle just about every battery, except for those 9-volt batteries and D batteries, because those too big to fit in there. Everything else it handles for me. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.